Let's say you want to learn about stars. You got the gig and NASA hires you to explore stars ranging from white dwarfs to supergiants. Unfortunately, you know nothing about stars and how they live and die. Hello there, I'm Mr. Man, and I'll teach you about stars so you can get that job.
First things first.
What the heck is a star? Most of you know what a star is, but a star is a body of hot gas that came from a nebula. Not all but most stars are usually in a special nebula called the pillars of creation. But let's get down to business. How is a star formed? Usually in clouds of dust. Some turbulence makes these dust clouds to collapse under its own gravity, and material heats up in the middle, causing it to flatten in a disk and spins. When spinning fast enough, it creates a hot and dense core called a protostar. When our protostar becomes hot enough, hydrogen atoms begin to fuse and produce helium and energy. After a few million years, a bipolar flow erupts from the protostar and gets rid of any additional gas and dust. What happens after this? Three things can happen, but all stars enter the main sequence. Most main sequence stars are like the size of our own sun, and is the next step into a star's life. Stars enter one out of three phases. We will start with the easiest one to explain. Brown dwarfs are when a star doesn't have enough hydrogen to fuse and cannot expand. Scientists often speculated that Jupiter might be a failed star, as they are around the same size as a gas giant. Now that we got the easiest one done, we can move on to stars that become planetary nebulas. A star becomes a planetary nebula if the star runs out of the necessities needed to burn its fuel. After this, it will become a white dwarf. In its last stage, a black dwarf. Our own sun will become a planetary nebula, and killing us around 5 or 10 billion years. So hey, it's not that bad. We don't have to worry about economic problems, climate change, world wars, plagues, and expansion of policies. Why did I get off topic? What's the third way a star dies? Oh yes. My personal favorite. Black holes are when a star goes supernova and is extremely dense, but not as dense as your mom. Black holes can range from 42 trillions of times more massive than our sun, and not even light can escape it. Thanks for watching, and What about neutron stars? You little piece of shit. Neutron stars are when stars that are not 40 times the mass of our sun go supernova. Made up of closely packed electrons, they are the size of the city of Manhattan, and still more dense than our sun. You could say a pulsar star is a type of star, but let's not go into that. Any other interruptions? No? Okay, well, thanks. What about quasar stars?